Hi, I'm Wes Allen with DM Tales, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Dragonbane box set to show you all of the cool goodness that is inside. Let's roll it. So before I get to the unboxing, I do want to point out that I did receive this copy of Dragonbane from Free League Press in order to do this free and fair review. I have received no other compensation except the product in order to give you my free and fair thoughts. I also want to celebrate my patrons for helping make so much on this channel possible. If you are interested in supporting DM Tales and like this sort of content, a Patreon subscription is a great way to help. If not, doing the like, share, subscribe thing, that really helps because it shows YouTube that people are watching and enjoying the content. Let's get to the unboxing. The Dragonbane box set is really nice. It is. Got a lot into it, kind of heavy. Thick cardboard. Got the cool mallard assassin type duck on the back, which is really one of my favorite aspects of the game. And it has a very satisfying feel when you open up the box. So we'll put that there. Oh, we'll put that over here so it doesn't have the glare. There we go. And I want to show you some of the cool things that are in it. First, it has 2 decks of cards, a lot of treasure cards that you can hand out to folks. And if you look at the treasure cards, it actually has like dice you can roll to give you what you get in that concept of treasure, which is really fun. It also has some, what I am guessing are rumors or information for the different adventures in the adventures book, which I have not even looked at yet because I don't want to give spoilers away, and I'm thinking about running that for someone at some point. The other deck has your initiative cards, which I talked about in my full review, and I'll put a link to that up in the corner. 1 through 10. And it has, these are my favorite. These are improvised weapons that tell you how to use the different improvised weapons in the game, like a stalactite or a torch or a stalagmite or a puddle. You can use a puddle as an improvised weapon. These are awesome. A wasp nest is in there as well, a viper, patch of dirt, and some more treasure is in here as well. So those are the 2 decks of cards, which I am very appreciative of. I love the initiative cards. I think they are beautiful. There's the other side of the initiative. Very cool. These are some plastic stands for the standees that you're going to get later on in the game. And you have the dice, which are pretty cool. I want to show you one thing. There's no percentile dice in this game if you saw my full review. Put that there. It has 2 D20s because you can have a Bane or a Boom, which is essentially advantage and disadvantage. And if you have a number 1, which is what you want to get in this game, you get a dragon. So this is a roll under mechanic. And if you have a 20, it is considered a demon. But look what they did with the 20. They turned the digits for the 20 into the demon's horns, which is really cool. I am impressed with these dice just for that. Other than that, they're just typical clear resin dice. Nice color green, though. A games catalog. So if you've ever collected back in the day, you would have gotten all the TSR games catalogs or some other companies, and this takes me right back. I absolutely love this. This is so cool. I'm going to put that over there. Now let's get to the interior of the main contents. First, you have a wonderful getting started guide, as I'm trying not to destroy. That gives you an introduction to Dragonbane. Put that off to the side over there. This is my favorite part, and this is one of the things I am looking forward to. This is a solo play booklet. And I do say booklet because it's not that thick, you can see. It's just a dual fold. It has a specific type of adventure you're going to go on. Add some heroic abilities that you can take that help you survive your solo play a little bit better. And this has me interested enough that I'm actually considering running a solo play adventure on my channel, maybe as a live stream. We'll see how that works out. Now I'm going to tilt the book open here to get the rest of the stuff so I don't bend anything. Just prop it like that. So first off, this is the Dragonbane core book. It's a good size thickness. Let me get the top on there. It's very nice. I love the cover art. Again, that mallard is absolutely brilliant. It is not stitched binding. It is a soft cover. One of the things that I do have a little bit of concern with. If you look right here, the glue that they're using to keep the cover on is starting to pull away at the top just a little bit, and I can see it getting a little bit weaker down here. It's an interesting way that they did the perfect binding. They did put a pre-fold on here, I think, to alleviate some of that, and this is all glued down. I'm a little concerned about that surviving over the course of time. We will have to see. But other than that, this is really a quality piece of work. The page weight is really nice. It's good, thick paper, not going to tear on you or bend that much or that easily. It is a semi-gloss. You can see a little bit of gloss off the light right there, but it's not too bad. And I felt it was really, really readable. It's not a digest size the way that some of the other books are that are coming out nowadays. So it's considered to be quote unquote full size. But I really enjoy it. It was really easy to read and I got through it very quick. It's also not that thick. The adventure book, I think, is actually more pages than the actual rule book, which I thought was fun. One of the cool things in both the rule book and the adventure book is that the index is printed on the interior of the back cover. Helps to save some pages. And again, it's got that same glue that's already starting to pull away a little bit up there on top. We'll see how that lasts long term. But in general, it's a very quality book. And as I raved about the interior design in my full review, it's on display here in print. If you haven't seen these in print copy in person, you're missing out. These are some beautiful, beautiful works. There is the default setting for Dragonbane. There's a full-size map of that in the box we'll get to in a little bit. There's the adventures. One of the cool touches that they put in the game is a battle mat that is reversible. And this is European, and they just kept it as meters. So maybe the United States can join the rest of the world at some point. But if you want to play, they say in the rule book that if you want to play, each square is 5 feet. You can do that as well. It doesn't break anything. The official measurements for Dragonbane are 2 meters per square. And you can use this with whatever you want to make a really cool, very simple battle mat. This would be really, really helpful with the Dungeon Craft assets that I did a review of a few months back. And then one of the most fun things in here is they put in a bunch of cardboard standees. Those go on those stands that I pulled out earlier. I have not popped these all out because I want to be able to show them in all their glory. And this is all the artwork from the game. They are double-sided. Very, very cool. And I think they have every monster in the game on display here. So that's kind of fun. Love that manticore right there. That's just beautiful. Get to the character sheets. You have character sheets that are unfilled. They are not two-sided, so you can put one character on one side and one character on another side. And as with everything else in Dragonbane, they're beautiful, absolutely stunning. And 2 of those at the top. And then you have the pre-filled characters. So these are pre-gens you can use to play. All the information is filled out. This is Baston Bloodjaw, who is a young wolfkin fighter. So he's kind of fun. And wolfkins are not like savage beasts, awful things, even though they look pretty nasty in their artwork. They can be rather civilized and put together as well. I think Baston is a little bit like that. And I love how these pre-gens have the character sheet on one side and then background information on the back. Chrysana the Bold is a halfling thief or rogue. Makander of Halfbay, Mallard Knight. Love this. Mallards are the coolest part of the game as far as I'm concerned. Orla Moonsilver, got an elf hunter. Archmaster Udan, human, mage, and elementalist. So there's different schools of magic in the game, which you can read about in my full review or view in my full review. And then 3 more of the blank character sheets that goes in there. So that's a really nice asset to have pre-gens and the character sheets. And then finally you have the map. Let me open this up for you. As I said, this is the default setting, the Misty Vale for Dragonbane. This is where the dragons and demons have fought to control the world, the pure forms of order and chaos. And you are kind of just surfing or living at the scraps of their feet and the legacy of their great fallen empires that they've each destroyed over and over and over again. And in the back, this is all the main donors for the Kickstarter campaign. So there is an absolute ton of stuff in here. I mean, to say that there is a lot in this box would be an understatement. It is just full of things for you to punch out, to use, to hand out to your players. Really, really cool. I am thrilled that I have this on my shelf and then I'll get to play it at some point. I want to thank Free League for trusting me enough to send me a review copy. But this is a really, really cool book, and there's a lot of value inside that box. The adventure book itself being thicker than the core rule book shows you how much adventure material you can have before you even have to start thinking up your own stuff. And you can throw your own stuff in there in between adventures and just drag people through. It's all part of the fun. I am really impressed. Glad they gave you all the dice that you need in order to roll up a character. Loved the cool D20s that they gave you, the cool standees that they had, the pre-gen characters, and the map is lovely. If you are interested in Dragonbane at all, this is a box you want to pick up. If you want to get Dragonbane for yourself, there are several ways to get it. Go to freeleague.com. You can buy the core set, which is the full box set, for $47.07 right now. If you want to get a bundle that's going to come with an extra set of dice and the GM screen, that is going to run at $63.17. You can also just get the Quick Start PDF for nothing or the Quick Start Guide for $6.24. And if you want to use Foundry VTT to play a game, you can pick that up for $22.44. So, coming up on the channel, first off, I am through Fantasy Age 2nd Edition. It is a rather interesting game. It's a nice, different take on high power, high fantasy. I appreciate it very much. I can't wait to share it with all of you. And my next live stream is coming up on the 12th. I am going to be talking with DM Scotty of Easy D6 fame. He's got a new post-apocalyptic setting and rules for Easy D6 coming out, and I am really interested in that. So until we see each other again, folks, happy playing, everyone.